Hi, this is Councillor Aaron Orlando, here with David Rooney doing a 2-minute council report. Thanks, David, for doing this with me. I'm going to go pretty short today. I wanted to talk about, I guess, formal communication with the city and ways to get in touch with us. My experience since I started at council late last year is that everybody on council is really interested in what the public has to say about those things and is is looking for input and is reactive to it. We listen to what people say. However, and I made a comment about this at the past council meeting, sometimes in this day and age, the internet or social media, maybe on the current website, for example, is the place where people go talk about stuff and have the comments in there. But in sort of the formal legal processes that the city has to go through, an extra step is needed, and you need to really come down to the public hearing, have your say, write a formal statement, put a letter to council. And where I notice these things coming up right now is things like there's quite a few big development applications. I don't know if we're at the start of the development cycle, but it sure seems like it. We've got the strip mall application. There's a big development up on Nickel Road. They're doing work at the new gas station over there. There's brewery being planned and getting under construction. Lots of vacation rental applications, not really a development thing, but a little bit different. So my encouragement is, go online, have your say, get the comments out there, get the public conversation going, but if you're passionate about the individual projects or something that's in your neighborhood, take that next step. You can email council@revelstoke.ca. You can email administration at admin@revelstoke.ca, and they can forward your email to the appropriate place, so that way you can find out when the public hearing is happening, what the formal process for it is, and where you can have your say so that it has legal weight, basically. And that's a really important thing to do. The second thing I wanted to talk about, I think in a couple months we're going to have a report on the Click Fix app, which we started at the beginning of the year. The sort of preliminary results are that compliance is up and that closure times are down, meaning the time it takes between someone complaining about something and someone getting done is shorter than it used to be under the old system. So those are positive things to say. If you haven't used the app yet, which is Click Fix is the brand name, and Revelstoke has signed on to this company where you can actually go take a photo with your smartphone and complain about anything from a pothole to lack of compliance on something to any sort of issue that you think is a city issue. It gets to the appropriate department and they can take a look at it. And the other part of the reason I wanted to talk about the communication thing is we haven't had as many processes in the past 8 months that are the sort of city thing, a city directed thing like an official community plan or a zoning bylaw or those kinds of things where we have an open house at the community center and invite everyone out. So I'm worried that maybe there's a bit of perception that we're not engaging. I think really on those kinds of things, but really what's happening is we're ramping up to a lot of those things and we're just sort of heads down, dealing with new issues as a council, getting through the budget, and also dealing with lots of ongoing processes and a lot of development applications. But those things will be coming in the next year or so, and we really want to make sure people get out. Again, I guess maybe a really direct way to get people's attention, the council's attention, is council@revelstoke.ca, and that goes to everybody, the mayor and council, so everyone will get a hold of those. And I guess to summarize, we're all really interested in your input, and we do talk about it, and we do pay attention to it, and we'd like to keep it coming. And that's about it. David, thank you very much for doing this. And council@revelstoke.ca, we're looking forward to your input. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Aaron.